All right, what's going on, everybody? Good afternoon. My name is Alex Halsey. I'm the health fitness specialist at the McLean location. Welcome to Push and Pull, all right, where we have upper body and core. So I hope y'all got your tank tops on. It's hot outside, but it's about to get hot inside too. Let those arms show. Remind yourself what you're working on, okay? So we're almost at the end of the week. Let's finish strong here. Get some momentum coming into Friday. All right, so we have a new format for the way today's class is going to work for the entire month of June, in fact. So we're only going to have three exercises. Two are upper body exercises. One is a core exercise. We're going to be going back and forth between the two upper body exercises for as many reps as you can, as many sets as you can. And we're only going to utilize the core move to catch our breath, essentially. All right. So metaphorically, you're catching your breath. You might or might not, but nonetheless, the purpose is for you to keep moving. You're just going to a different muscle group with the core move in order to get give your arms a break, to give your arms a rest, and of course to keep moving. Okay, so that's the goal. Keep moving throughout the entirety of our class. So we're going to have two 8-minute intervals. We're going to have a minute and 30-second break in between those two 8-minute intervals, and then we're going to go right back and keep on going. All right, so again, back and forth between the two upper body exercises. That core move is only there for you to catch your breath by working on a different muscle group. Okay, so we're really trying to emphasize working on the upper body as much as possible. All right, so you will need weights for today's class. All right, our two upper body exercises are both going to utilize these weights. Something moderate in weight, something moderate in resistance or difficulty to yourself is what you're going to want to have. Bands can be used, but weights I do think work best for this workout, okay? So enough talking, let's go ahead and get warmed up here. Grab your weights if you have them or whatever you have to use, and we're going to get working out real soon. So to start off with some shoulder rolls, you can continue to move around your area and your space. Hopefully you have some water available. If not, no worries. I know you're a beast. You ain't got nothing to worry about. You don't need no water. All right. And reverse. So I'm sure a lot of you all, including myself, you've been sitting down for the majority of the morning. So with that being said, you're going to try to move with fluidity, not urgency. So don't rush through your movements. Just make them as fluid as possible. Okay. So go ahead, come to arm circles with the left arm going forward. Again, nice smooth articulations with your movements. And reverse. We will end up on the ground here shortly. So make sure your space is ready. And switch sides, left arm or right arm coming forward. Make sure you got your air on. It is hot outside. And switch, come backwards. Don't cut on your air until after you work out if you can. That way you can cool off a little bit quicker. All right, so go ahead, come to a straddle here, open up your stance. We're gonna push the right shoulder to the left foot and the left shoulder to the right foot and just back up and around. So the circles right here. Make sure you're breathing. Exhale as you go down. Inhale as you come up. As fluid as possible. Switch directions. Push your left shoulder to your right foot, right shoulder to your left foot, and keep going in a circle. One more. From here, you're going to bring your palms to the ground, flat on the ground. You're going to rotate up on both sides. Exhale as you rotate up. Get your eyes around so that you can see the ceiling. And open up your stance wider to help you get down lower to the ground. do one more on each side. Last one. And drop down to all fours. I'm gonna do a little bit of cat-cow here. So on all fours. Bring the head back. And tuck the chin. Again, moving with fluidity here. Don't rush these moves. Squeeze your abs and your butt when you come to the cat, and arch your back and come to the cow. Last one, and back, bam. Okay, so from here, gonna come to a high plank, drop the hips, and reverse, push the hips up and back to down dog. And we're gonna alternate a few times. Make sure you're breathing here. Inhale, exhale into down dog. We'll go for two more. Last one. All right. So go ahead, flip around, come to your bottom. We're gonna open up the shoulders a little bit here with a table. So turn your fingertips away from you and elevate your hips. You're gonna roll your shoulders back. Don't let the shoulders roll forward. Roll the shoulders back, elevate the hips. Exhale on your way up. Two more. All right, and come on to your feet. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm going to explain our two upper body moves. Number one, we have a curl, press out, and overhead press. So you're going to grab your weights. Going to perform a curl. So number one, it's three moves in this one move. The curl's first. So you're going to come up to the curl. You're going to press out. Number two, bring it back in. Press overhead. That's number three. That's our first move, okay? So curl, press out, in, overhead. That's move number one. Move number two, archer rows. So you're gonna fold over, hinge at the waist, push your butt back, drop your chest down, elbows come back. You're gonna punch out to the side, bring it back in, punch out to the other side, bring it back in, and come down, okay? So that's your archer row. Row, punch out, down. Make sure your shoulder blades stay pulled back the entire time until you drop the weights back down. So those are our two moves. Your core move, egg rocks. So you're coming down on your back, knees are bent at 90. Elevate your shoulders off the floor. Gonna rock back and forth. Go until your arms are ready to go back to the upper body moves. Modification, still on your back. However, you're just doing curl ups. So lifting the shoulders off the floor and back down. Lift, back down, okay? That's your alternative. That's your modification. So those are our three moves we're gonna be performing for their 2 8-minute rounds. Let's get into it. Curl, press out, overhead press, and our archer rows, row, side, side, down, and the egg rocks. All right, only hit that egg rock when you need to rest your arms. Try to go for 5 to 10 reps of those upper body moves each time you come back to them, and then just keep switching back between the upper body moves until you need to use the core move. All right, 5 to 10 reps of everything. Use the core move only when you need to rest. Let's get it going. 8 minutes. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's work. curl, press out, in, overhead. There's one. Like I said, 5 to 10 reps. It's based on the weight or whatever your weight forces you to do that. If you can do 20 reps, do 20 reps. You might need to lower that over time. But whatever you can do with your weight is what you should try to perform. So in other words, the heavier the weight, the fewer the reps. The lighter the weight, the greater the reps. Make sure you're following a consistent breathing pattern. All right. Archer rows. Switching to archer rows. Hold the shoulder blades back as you punch out from side to side. Squeeze down on your core. Each time you go to punch out, you're pulling towards your hips. If you have pockets, you're pulling towards your pockets. We're closing in on 2 minutes down, which means we got 6 minutes left. 6 minutes left. And if you just need to take a break, come up, catch your breath, give your back a break, go right back down, and keep it going. All right. Back to the curl, press out, and overhead. Take your time here, y'all. Move with fluidity. Control those weights at each part, at each move. Slightly keep a bend in your knees. As you press overhead, pull your shoulders down to make sure we're not activating too much of the wrong muscles. We want to make sure the weight is being handled by our shoulders properly, and the supporting members of that press. All right, back to the archer rows. Again, only using that core move when you need to give your arms a break. So the second you hesitate to switch, that's when you need to go to that core move. You gotta take a second, go to that core move. You gotta think about it, go to that core move. As long as you are moving, you're good. As you punch out, squeeze down on the core. You don't want to turn your core, you don't want to turn your shoulders or your torso toward the side you're punching out. So again, exhale as you punch out. The row is supposed to be easy. The hard part about the archer row is the punch out. Now I'm going to the core move. We're closing in on 3 minutes to go. If you're doing the egg rocks, you're rocking Small movements. With small movements, you're not doing great big rocks, just small, acute rocks. Okay, arms are ready, core is burning. You can do as many rocks as you need to, just to give your arms a break. Again, the goal is to keep moving. I'm gonna keep saying that. Closing in on 2 minutes to go. Take your time, no rush. Don't hold your breath. Breathe it out. Don't be scared to grunt a little bit. Don't be scared to go for a heavier breath. We got 90 seconds left. Handle that weight. Handle this weight. You showed up, so go on and get something for it. Come on, y'all. Keep it up. We've got 60 seconds on the clock. Ooh. Forty seconds. We get a 90-second break, and then we're right back on it. During the break, you can adjust your weight if you need to, grab some water, or just walk the burn off. 10 seconds. Listen out for the clock. Time. All right. Whew. 90-second break. The goal there is to build up the burn. Should be able to work through the burn. If not, no worries. Just catch your breath. All right. The more you work out, the more likely you are to recover quickly. So, if you're ever dissatisfied, like, why am I not seeing any progress? Or why is the workout not getting easier? It might get easier. It might not. But once you account for the fact that it is easier, you should still be able to recover quicker. All right, so that's one of the key hallmarks of your fitness progression. All right, it's not so much that it gets easier, but that you recover faster. So they're both a part of seeing progress. Okay, so if you're seeing that maybe things aren't getting so harder, maybe turn your attention to how quickly can you do it again, or how long do you need to rest before you're able to do it again. All right. We got 20 seconds. We'll go on for round 2, and then we'll be through. We got 1 more, and we done. 1 and done. 10 seconds. Let's go ahead and get ready. 4, 3, 2, 1. Start off where you finished. So I'm going right back to the curl, press, overhead press. Curl, press out, overhead press. And I'm gonna try to start on my knees. That's gonna make it a little bit more challenging for your core. Almost 1 minute down. First minute has gone by. Whew. Okay. Back to the archer rows. Again, if you have to take a second to think about, do I really want to do this move? Go right to the abs. If you got to take a second to catch your breath, just go right to the abs. If you need to adjust your weight, adjust your weight. Pull to your hip, pull to your pocket. Okay, I'm going to the abs. Don't forget your modification, the bent leg curl. I'm gonna do a couple curls here, just for extra burn. Woo! All right. We are at the 5-minute mark. 3 minutes have elapsed. Almost Friday yet again. Short week this week, especially with the holiday coming on Monday. We should do this more often. I've been saying for years I'm going to have a petition that says Mondays are no longer work days, either Mondays or Wednesdays. But I think I want to do Wednesdays, no longer work days. That way we can have only 2 days of work to have in a row before we get a day off. I'm sure some of you would rather do 4 days straight through, but that's my logic. If y'all like it, let me know. I'll get working on my petition. But of course, as long as your work is done, that's the only way that'll work. So that may mean longer work days, but that's okay with me. I'm already used to it. We got just under 3.5 minutes to go. Keep going, keep going. Pull to the pocket, pull to your hip. Wherever you guys are, keep pushing. We got 180 seconds to go. That's 2.5 minutes for those of you who can't do math. I'm also talking about myself. Whew. Going back to the abs. 2 minutes flat. Let's keep it going, y'all. Shallow rocks. Whew. All right, back up. Let's keep it going. Less than 90 seconds. Less than 90 seconds. $60 seconds on the clock. Still try to be as fluid as you can. I know you might be more tired. It might be a little more challenging, but go to your lighter weight. Finish this minute strong. 45 seconds. $30 seconds. Less than 10. Listen out for the timer. Okay. Cut it off. Shut it down. Good work. Good work, y'all. Go on and catch your breath. Grab some water. Stick your head in the freezer. Whatever you gotta do. This is carbonated water, not soda, I promise. Woo. Okay, walk it off. We are done here. Good work, y'all. Good work. We'll stretch out in a second. Hopefully y'all feel the burn, you feel the pump. All right. Maybe if you're not feeling it too much, just know you probably need some heavier weights. If you're feeling the burn, you're feeling a little winded, you're feeling the pump, good on you. You got something from class today. All right, so let's go ahead and come down to the floor here. Stretch it out. I'm gonna start off on all fours. Stretch out the biceps and the forearms. So turn your fingertips toward your body and walk your knees into your fingertips and lean back. And slightly squeeze the triceps to help intensify the stretch if you need to. Slowly come up. You're going to flip your palm so it's facing the ceiling. Same thing. Hold most of your weight in your legs. Once you feel the stretch in your forearms, you're good to go. Just try to be gentle on your wrists. And relax. Go ahead, bring your palms back down to the floor. I'm gonna push back in the child's pose. Let's bring the heels, the butt to the heels, and stretch out overhead.
open up your legs, open up your knees to create more space for your torso so that you can get into child's pose a little bit more comfortably if you need to. So go ahead, reach the left arm under and through the right. Push the left shoulder down into the floor. And come up and switch. Bring the right arm under and through the left. Reach across the right arm and push the right shoulder into the floor. And reach up high with the left hand. And go ahead, come down to your belly. Bring your left hand out to 9 o'clock. You're going to bring your right leg back toward the floor and push yourself with your right hand so that your torso turns to the right, stretching out the bicep further here. And relax. Shoulders back down to the floor. Now you're going to bring your left hand nice and high, and then you're going to turn your palm, bring your left palm toward the shoulder. Grab your left wrist with your right hand, lean onto that side. You're stretching out your tricep right here. Relax, switch sides. You're going to come to your right tricep, reach out with the right hand, bring your right palm to your right shoulder, grab your right wrist with your left hand and lean onto your right arm. Still stretching the right tricep. And relax. Go ahead and bring your right arm to 3 o'clock. We're going to stretch out the right bicep and chest again. Turn yourself to the left. And relax. So go ahead, come all the way up. That's our class for today, so please continue to stretch if you need it. Otherwise, you are good to go. So thank y'all for joining me today, and I hope y'all enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope to see y'all on the next video. Holla.